All right, and welcome back. And of course, this is where the weekend starts officially. Now, he's a crossover blend of R&B, pop, jazz, fusion, and of course, worship music that makes him a cut above the rest. And he needs very little introduction, but I'll do it all the same because music lovers will get a chance to experience his brilliance on stage once more when he performs alongside jazz star Ernie Smith at Empress Palace tonight for Guitar Conversations. Well, I'm referring to none other, of course, than the man himself, renowned guitarist, singer, songwriter, Jonathan Butler. Thanks so much for coming back and visiting us once again.
My old stomping ground.
It certainly is.
SABC TV. I was a little boy out here with a SARI award bragging and running around here, and gold records, and this place brings back many memories for me. Yeah.
Good memories.
Very good, yeah. I mean, 12 years old and experiencing such stuff was incredible, really amazing. Yeah.
And I mean, you know, it's fabulous that you do come home very often, and South Africans actually do get to see you, hear you. We get to interact with you.
Yes.
I was reading a piece that you did, an interview with one of the local publications.
Yes.
And you were talking about hope.
Yes. You
know, how you would like to bring hope back to, I suppose, the people, the country.
Yeah, I think I'm. Well, first of all, when I do and when I do leave this beautiful planet, I would like to know that I've made people happy, and I would like to know that I've encouraged people, especially young musicians. They need to be. I feel that's really at the heart of who I am. I want to encourage young people who's making music, who's in the arts, who's in the music business, and uplift people. There's so much divisiveness in this planet, and since during COVID, that was also very difficult for many of us in the business. It was tough. So my heart is to encourage people while I'm home. I came on a holiday. I didn't actually think I was going to do concerts and touring here and there. But yeah, it's to, help just inspire and encourage the young folk to keep doing what they love to do. The world, life is so short. We're losing so many people. And yeah, and I do it through this thing, playing music, It's really my heart. That's really who I am at the core of who I really am, yeah.
So I'm trying to understand how Jonathan Butler thinks he's going to come home to South Africa and not perform.
Yeah, y'all dragged me in here this morning at 6 o'clock. I'm 61 years old. I'm that old car that needs to rev up now and warm up my voice before I didn't do any exercises. I just had a cup of black tea. So whatever comes out of this pipes today, it's what it's going to be. It's
what it's going to be. We appreciate whatever it is going to be because we know it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking at this cover.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this is amazing.
It's absolutely
And the
gorgeous.
artist that did this, I'm actually going to see her tonight. I had coffee with her in Cape Town. She's an incredible artist. She's one of the well-known South African artists. And we wanted something unique. And she came up with this incredible art. I just love it. Just love it. I'm a colorful man. You see all the colors.
Yeah.
I'm a colorful dude.
A colorful dude. And I think, when we talk about Ubuntu and we talk about hope and we talk about these conversations that you're going to be having through the guitar with Ernie Smith, one is reminded of where Jonathan Butler comes from.
Yes, where it all started. Yeah.
And we look at Jonathan Butler and that is the hope. That, it is not all lost.
Yes.
I mean, you used to talk about how you used to smoke buttons.
Yes.
And how you knew every dealer.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I talked about one this morning. It's amazing, never forget your past, Never forget who you are and never forget where you come from. Your story is important, and my story is important. Everybody that's in this business, I teach kids all the time when I'm doing master classes. Tell people your story. When they come to see you, they want to hear what inspired the song you wrote. When I wrote 7th Avenue, it was an inspiration from my hometown. I grew up on the street. I grew up in poverty. I grew up in a sunkcase with no electricity and no running water and an outside toilet. And so I humbly, share these stories so that people can understand, man, with God, all things are possible. Life changed for me when I was 19 in Port Elizabeth. I accepted Christ there, and life changed for me. And I pursued after God all these years. And yeah, this is part of my evolution, the changes that I've seen. And now that I'm 61, I'm kind of comfortable in this skin and in the way I feel about music. And I want to bring South African music home and take it further and further and further, and so people can hear our stories from overseas and here. But I mean, again, here on this place where I'm standing with you, it's important for our children to tell our stories. Our parents never really told us a lot about themselves. So, and as I was growing up and maturing in the industry, I realized that my story in America was important. People wanted to hear about the things you're talking about. So those button days were tough. Here in Hillbrow, oh my God, it was like every Friday night the cops would just raid our flat for dacha, and we would just sit there and pray, you know. And I was this little boy just going through very dark times. But light came, and his name was Jesus. Light came and loved me for who I was. And through that love, I was able to hold on to it and maintain it. Yeah.
And of course, you know, that's a beautiful testimony, and I'm loving it for myself. I'm loving it for South Africa at this time. I'm loving it for every young man finding themselves on a street corner in a township right now who can't see beyond their circumstances in this very minute. Because it's so important, as you say, we don't necessarily tell our stories. It's so important to hear other people's testimonies, because we hang on to that in order to draw hope and solace at times from that.
Yes. I have people that have been mentoring me for many years. Stevie Wonder is one of those people that's mentored me. And through his ability to speak on social, racial issues has inspired me to want to do that. So hopefully I can do that for another young musician in Gauteng or, you know, PE or Durban or wherever. I just feel the journey is beginning for me. You know, I think there's a much higher purpose for me, especially coming home this time. I've been doing master classes in Maputo, in Botswana, in Cape Town. And maybe it's time to download so that maybe I can upload. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have so much information that I would like to take and insert it into these young computer minds that are geniuses now. Believe me, the kids that are playing music now in South Africa, they are genius.
They are amazing.
They are amazing.
They really
I'm
are.
just like totally blown away. So I'd like to just, you know, if I can have the opportunity to download my information, how you can maintain your life in this industry without getting off track, you know, and also to be grounded where you are. Let people see that you're grounded where you are, you know, and to be content with godliness is great gain. So stop looking for more when you can, you know, when you have enough for now.
I think I'm going to the concert tonight, but we'll come back to that. You know, also, you know, you come back to South Africa.
Yes, I did.
You left 38 years ago, but you come back all the time. Praat jy nog Afrikaans?
Ek praat baie Afrikaans.
So jy bereis is aan
Ek vloek my kinders uit as hulle omgeskoffers.
Because that's what they say.
Ek vloek hulle uit as hulle omgeskoffers, maar ja.
But as ons kwaad is, then we revert to our default settings.
As ek vies raak, dan gaan sy ander woorde woord.
So that's good to know. And
somebody said to me, they said, but your Afrikaans sounds like Italian. Why do you sound like? I said, ek praat die way ek praat. So.
Yeah, en ek verstaan jou nog.
En ek is, what, 33 years? Long time in England. Nobody speaks English there. You know, in the States. So I had to kind of like, you know, make sure I keep it together.
No, it's still sounding great.
Ek hou van biltong en boerewors en braai.
All things South African.
Yeah.
Quintessentially South African.
Ek maak dit.
So jy braai daar. So you don't do a barbecue.
We braai.
Yeah. So do you also put burgers on the?
Nee, ek maak my eie burgers. Nie Gordon Ramsay.
Nie daai wat hulle daar.
I'm not a Gordon Ramsay guy.
Okay.
You need some lessons from us. He needs real lessons from us here in South Africa how to braai. So I think we've got it down to science here in South Africa.
No,
Yeah.
that's absolutely fabulous. And I'm just wondering, you know, the concert this weekend. Let's talk about that. What can we look forward to?
Well, there are 30 records that I've made over the course of my career.
And we all have our favorites.
Everybody's going to want to hear Lies.
Yes.
7th Avenue. They're going to want to hear Falling in Love with Jesus. They're going to want to hear Many Faces, Going Home, Take Good Care of Me. And I'm going to play all of it. What the hell? I'm just going to play all of it.
So how long is this concert going to be? I just need to know.
I am going to play probably 90 minutes or 2 hours. But because, you know, I'm here now. Let's just have a party. Let's just celebrate.
I'm loving this vibe. I'm loving it.
Just come and listen to the music. It's going to be beautiful.
And collaborations with South Africans, you know, especially now. Because what I love about you is that you are just so authentic and you're just so personable, you know, and it's easy to get drawn into Jonathan Butler.
Yes.
So, you know, are you doing many collaborations at the moment?
I'm looking forward to it. I want to work with Cameron Ward. I would want to work with Ernie. I want to work with... I met Jimmy Lulu in Maputo. We talked about doing a record together, a guitar record with all the guitar players from South Africa. So that's in the works. I really want to do that. And I'd like to collaborate with some of the young musicians too, you know, just because I think there's always room to improve in songwriting and also how teaching them that how to find your tone.
Yeah.
Is the most important thing. That gives you longevity, is finding your tone. And my conversations that I've been having lately with a lot of musicians is how do you know that you have found your tone? Do you think you have it? Or do you think it's going to take longer than you know? But I know for me, it takes a lifetime to find your tone. And so the way I play now is not the way I used to play when I was a little boy. I was trying to be the fastest guitar player when I was a little boy. And now I'm kind of in a different place where I really enjoy just touching the guitar and caressing it and writing beautiful songs. So that is my message, is how to find your tone.
So we gotta get a bit, you know, of a piece of that after the break, because we're going to allow you to set up and let you caress that guitar for us.
I'm doing it right now.
I can hear that. I can hear that.
There it is. When you play it, it's like somebody playing a harp. When you play a harp, you just want to play it easy.
Apparently I'm blushing, okay, because I'm feeling like I'm having my own private concert here with Jonathan Butler. It doesn't get better than this, so eat your hearts out. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more Jonathan Butler.